Alongside Betsy Kling, I'm Jay Crawford.
It is December 10th, but it does not feel like December 10th today. As a matter of fact, we are headed for record high temperatures overnight.
Really?
For tomorrow morning.
I love when we set records.
Potentially, yeah. It's all kind of coming together. Huge storm system out to the west of us is coming together. We have high wind warnings. We have wind advisories. As a matter of fact, there's the storm system itself. The snow to the west, we don't have to deal with that. Winter storm warnings up in the Twin Cities. Rain is coming through the Chicagoland area right now. So the warm air we have will continue to warm tonight. But once we get into the early part of the day tomorrow, we'll be tracking the cold front. And when that cold front sweeps in, it is going to be notable. But you can see all the yellows around us. That is the wind advisory, with the exception of Lake and Lakeshore Ashtabula counties. That's where the high wind warning kicks in tomorrow. We're talking gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour throughout northeast Ohio. Peyton will be along in just a couple minutes with the latest on the lowdown.
Very good. All right. We begin today at 5 with news of a disruption at Berea-Midpark Middle School. It was closed today out of an abundance of caution, this amid a social media threat from late Thursday night. The young student Middleburg Heights police say was responsible is now being held in the juvenile detention center. Sarah Shookman joins us now. She's been following this story all day. She'll get us up to speed after a week of similar threats, Sarah, across our area. Good evening to you.
Yeah, Jay, there have been quite a few of them. And the update just this afternoon there in Berea is police arrested the student they say made that threat late last night. The Berea City School District says the student will receive severe school consequences and be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The elementary and high school had normal school days today, while the middle school was closed. An abundance of students, were told, at Stowe Monroe Falls High School also stayed home today because of rumors of threats. The Stowe Police Department took extra safety measures there while opening the school. Now, we have seen a handful of these situations all week. What's going on? Well, Ken Trump, a national school safety expert based here in Cleveland, says it's not you. We are seeing an increase both in violence and threatening behavior. And he believes much of it is stemming from the unhealthy social and emotional conditions kids have faced during the pandemic and remote learning.
Now that they're back in school, that's manifesting itself in behaviors that includes fighting, aggressive behavior, threatening type of conflicts. And school leaders need to make sure that they don't fall back on remote learning as a crutch when threats and violent behavior occurs, but instead have student behavior intervention plans, heightened supervision and security plans, and strategies in place to keep kids in school.
Yeah, he says that is on the schools to assess and react to those threats, but it's on the parents to make sure that their kids understand these threats are not a joke and carry very real consequences. You can't take them back once you hit send, and he thinks the arrests we're seeing could actually help with that. Today's is the third such arrest we've seen this week, Jay. Elyria City Schools shared the news Monday that a student who had threatened its Westwood Middle School was arrested by Lorain County deputies, and just yesterday, Mogador police arrested a 12-year-old accused of making a threat against the high school.
Wow. All right, Sarah, excellent information. Thank you.
Sure.
Well, the Cleveland Metroparks continues to grow under the leadership of CEO Brian Zimmerman.
And as leader of the 24,000-acre park system that's funded largely by taxpayers, his work often draws praise. But as Mark Naymik tells us, his actions sometimes earn unwanted attention.
Brian Zimmerman is chief of the Metroparks, the highly regarded 24,000-acre park system that connects 49 Northeast Ohio communities. He's not the park system's chief of police. But Zimmerman has carried a police badge since 2018 that identified him as Police Chief CEO. He displayed it in a special wallet that also held an identification card that reads duly authorized law enforcement officer for the state of Ohio. That is, until his badge and ID, along with two $50 bills, went missing sometime in October. The ID and badge were recovered on October 28th after a man reported finding the items near the corner of Fulton and Walton Avenues in Cleveland, about 2 miles from where Zimmerman works. The Metroparks told 3 News Zimmerman's badge and ID were not lost, but stolen from his vehicle. It's unclear exactly when or if his vehicle was damaged during the theft because Zimmerman did not file a report with the park police. The Metroparks said the badge was a ceremonial one with no authority, gifted to him by former Metroparks Police Chief Catherine Dolan. The ID card was issued to Zimmerman and others who needed to get into police headquarters. Law enforcement agencies have been known to give out ceremonial badges to family members and friends, a practice that's faded in recent years over security concerns. The Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office, for instance, doesn't provide any badges to employees, including prosecutors. It only gives out plastic ones to children.
The park system insists the giving out of ceremonial badges is common and not newsworthy. And the Metroparks said it no longer issues ID access cards that identify employees as officers. To read more about the park's statement in response to this, go to WKYC.com. And in that piece, we had some reenactment in there. We don't know exactly where the wallet was found, but the police did say it was found near that intersection by a resident of Walton Avenue.
Certainly an interesting story. It's one of those things you don't even think about, and then you go, huh, how about that?
Yeah, there'll be more at 6.
Okay,
Thanks,
you,
Mark.
Well, more new life is coming to downtown Cleveland, everybody. Today, officials broke ground on a new 23-story mixed-use building that will be called the City Club Apartments on Euclid Avenue. The new high-rise structure will have 304 apartments and penthouses with amenities like indoor and outdoor theaters, a heated rooftop pool, game areas, even a doggy daycare. 22 floor plans will be available to choose from. No word on when the apartments will be ready to move into. I'm excited to see cranes over downtown Cleveland again. That's a sign of growth. We've got the Sherwin-Williams headquarters that's coming, and it's nice to see, you know, more and more buildings going up. You know, this is going over top of where there is currently a parking lot right now. And this City Club apartment concept is actually going in numerous cities around the Midwest. So it's nothing that's particularly, you know, amazing just for Cleveland. It just so happens to be next to the City Club. But it's exciting nonetheless.
Like you said, I think cranes in a downtown area is a sign of development. It's a good sign. My brother lives in Nashville, and when you go to visit there, they're everywhere. Every direction you look. It's funny you mentioned the Sherwin-Williams building because I was downtown today shooting a piece in the early afternoon, and I heard noises that I have never heard down there before.
What is that?
It was extremely loud, and it was coming from underground because they're currently working on that portion of the
foundational
site.
part.
But it was, as I glanced over there, I got excited too because I saw all of the activity, and it's not just the jobs that are coming. With that, obviously, will come the need for more residential and more commercial, and you kind of feel like the pulse is coming back to downtown Cleveland.
Certainly needed too, you know, in the lead up into the RNC, we had tons of building and all these apartments. We need it, and then it kind of tailed off a little bit, but the demand is still there.
I'm glad to see it. Well, we have new data tonight about the rise in inflation across our country, and it appears that the trend of higher prices is still very much underway. A new report shows that November recorded the highest annual inflation from the previous year since June of 1982. According to Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Consumer Price Index rose 6.8% from November of 2020. Several factors are to blame here, and you've heard this before, but the soaring inflation, many point to the pandemic in general, high energy costs, that's certainly a problem. Also, the supply chain chaos that you see going on is contributing to this, and high consumer demand. One nonprofit called Opportunity Insights says spending by all consumers, Betsy, this really caught me by surprise, is up almost 25% since January of 2020. Now, obviously, we weren't spending a whole lot of money in January of 2020. We were pretty busy with something else that was going on. But that's a big number. That's 25 cents on every dollar that we're spending more now than we were just a year and change ago.
Yeah, and it's interesting to talk to people who went through the inflationary period back in the 70s, you know, and they were the breadwinners and they were the major spenders. And it's, you know, there's some similarities that can be drawn to that, still nothing near that level of inflation as of yet, but wow. One
of the things we saw in the late 70s because of the inflation was the government put tighter restrictions on money. Interest rates were in the high teens.
Yes.
Which, you know, we haven't seen interest rates like that in a long time. And thankfully, interest rates have remained low during this portion of inflation. We'll see what continues. The one thing that we can tell you that is really, that I think is largely in part to blame here, gas prices are up 58% alone. So the fact that everything else is up 6.8% combined, but you look at gas prices being up 58%, that's something we all buy on a regular basis. It's no real surprise.
Yeah, and then you go kind of that trickle-down effect, right? So the demand and supply aspect of things.
Right.
Demand is huge, supply is low because of these supply chains. We've talked about that at length.
Yeah.
And this all just kind of gets this monster going, and it can't slow down.
It's like the imperfect storm. I know usually they say it's like the perfect storm.
We don't want it.
But in this case, no, we don't want this storm. It's the imperfect storm. Okay,
Yucky one.
there you go.
All right, well, still to come for us here on What's New. 2 weeks and counting until we need to be done with the holiday shopping. Some people say yay, some people say Well, we have some helpful tips on how to wrap things up straight ahead.
And one of the biggest beefs in the music game appears to be squashed. We're going to tell you which artists reunited last night in front of 70,000 fans.
Wow, and Peyton is in for Jason today with a look at our forecast. Girlfriend, we have a big day coming tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we've got a doozy of a day on the way tomorrow, but if you're headed out this evening, you're probably going to want to prep maybe the umbrella here. We're going to stay in the 50s on the mild side tonight. We warm up tomorrow, but bigger changes on the way to kickstart the weekend. We'll detail that coming up in just a bit.
I got you, don't worry. Looks like you're home.
The BMW Road Home sales event is going on now. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
Make my guys your guys at myguysnow.com.
Health insurance can be confusing and unclear. One minute your doctor's in network, and the next minute they're not. It isn't transparent, or well, fair. Finally, it doesn't have to be that way. This one, Sidecar Health has changed health insurance with no limiting provider networks or referral games. You're finally free to see any doctor you like and still pay the lowest monthly premium in the market. Visit sidecarhealth.com or talk with us about how to join. Welcome to fair and affordable health insurance. Finally.
Wherever your journey takes you this winter, get away with our best deals of the season. Right now, get huge savings on the entire lineup of award-winning Hyundai vehicles at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving just in time for the holidays, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai. Now, choose 0% APR financing or sign and drive on our most popular models. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Oh, I missed you.
You just want to video call the kids.
Okay. Hush, little baby.
Don't say a word. But if slow upload speeds turn your good night call into an accidental horror movie,
Can you hear me?
shut it down. Just remember, you're not a bad mom. You just need better internet.
AT&T Fiber delivers faster upload speeds for more reliable video calls. Get AT&T Fiber, plan starting at $35 a month for a year. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877 only ATT.
At BMW, we know every holiday looks different. So we created the ultimate whatever your road home looks like machine. Visit your local BMW center and order your ultimate driving machine today.
Shop at National Design Mart in Medina and Worcester for winter savings on flooring, countertops, and cabinets.
Well, Betsy just scared me a little bit when she said 2 weeks and counting. Yeah, but that's where we are. The clock is ticking. That's 14 days to Christmas Eve, kids. So where are you on your shopping? From supply chain issues to shipping delays, some shoppers are hitting dead ends when it comes to finding that perfect gift.
And NBC News investigative and consumer correspondent Vicki Nguyen is here to help us all if we are still looking for gifts.
It's a holiday season like no other, with a stressed supply chain, shoppers facing the dreaded out-of-stock message everywhere. Those notices nearly tripling compared with pre-pandemic levels, apparel seeing the most shortages, followed by sporting goods, baby and toddler products, and electronics. But if you still need to buy some in-demand items, you can check online marketplaces. Just expect to pay big.
Sony's PlayStation 5 with disc drive retails for $500, but on eBay, some sellers have it listed for more than triple the price.
Other sites to check out: Mercari, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace, where you can deal with local sellers. If you find that perfect gift, meet the seller somewhere safe, like a police station, during the day so you can get a good look at the item before you buy it. And beware of scams. If you see a hard-to-find item heavily discounted, it's probably not real. If you're looking for electronics and toys especially, check out inventory trackers like hotstock.io, nowinstock.net, Stock Informer, and BrickSeek. These sites allow you to search a particular product and see which retailers like Amazon, Target, and Walmart have it in stock.
When it comes to hard-to-find electronics or toys, what do you suggest?
You can buy refurbished or gently used. There's a site called MPB that I work with. They offer cameras and video equipment. Declutter is another site. They do laptops and smartphones, tablets.
To avoid shipping delays, consider BOPIS. That's buy online, pick up in store. And look into using a service like Shipped, which sends a shopper to pick up what you need from a certain store and deliver it to your door same day. If you need a Christmas miracle, the elves at dealnews.com offer these ideas. Digital gifts like personalized video messages from celebrities using the sites VShout or Cameo. Subscription services like Spotify, Netflix, and Hulu, and one-time or monthly gift boxes which can ship immediately. But make sure you check to see what's in them and read the reviews.
I'm going to tell you all right now, gift cards, gift cards, gift cards.
Yeah.
Because as the supply chain opens up again, they've already said that in the next few months, they're going to start to unload all that stuff that's stuck in the ports.
And the price of it.
All this stuff is going to be on the shelves.
And it'll be sales.
We'd think it would be, right? So gift cards this time of the year actually could be clutch because now they're not only going to get what they want potentially, but they can get it maybe at a discount.
And more importantly, they're going to get it on time.
And it's easy.
There's no supply chain issue on money cards.
It's like, just give money.
We talked about that one other time. You brought that up and said that's a good idea. And my first impulse reaction was, but that's so cold and impersonal.
Heck no.
But the more I think about your idea, the more I think it's a brilliant idea because, especially if you can stretch those dollars further down the road than they're going right now.
Yep.
And I think that's going to be the case, I hope.
And gift cards you can use with sales and advertisements that are still to come. Excellent. All right, let's get a look at this forecast because, Peyton, it is going to get a little crazy around here. You definitely have a lot to get through as we go through the evening and take us through this weekend.
Oh, yeah. I've got a couple tips, too. I think that'll come in clutch also.
There we go.
One of the things is especially going to be tying up some of those outdoor holiday decorations. If you can get to it this evening, that is going to be the best time frame to do so because we've got some alerts here. Now, they're not in effect right now. These really go into place early tomorrow. For some of us, more than others, this is all going to be associated with the system that's going to sweep on through. So they are wind alerts that are in place. We've got a high wind warning that is kind of confined just to 2 zones here. That is part of Lake County as well as Ashtabula County right along the lakeshore here. We could see gusts tomorrow there upwards of 60 miles per hour. For the rest of us, it's still going to be a doozy. We're going to see wind gusts there ranging at least about 50 miles per hour. Now you're probably wondering, Peyton, why is this? Well, it's all because of this one big system here swirling not too far from us, actually. You can see where that rainfall kind of sneaking into northern Indiana right now, Chicagoland area, but up a little bit farther to the north, a large swath of snow. We are not on that side of the system. We are on the warmer side here. You can actually see these shades of green, even yellows a little bit farther to the south. That's the warm side. That's where we're going to stay. So temperatures today, they were mild. Tomorrow, we actually get a tad bit warmer. And as I take you through the day, we're actually going to start off with a whole lot of rain too. So that's going to be part of it. We'll time that out in just a second, but things are going to cool down pretty rapidly. And I mentioned the wind, that will be in place too. That really kicks on up as that cold front sweeps on through. And in the back end of that, we drop back actually into the upper 30s. So timing it out hour by hour on that National Design Mart forecast here for you. We will start to see some action creep into the picture late tonight, but heavier rainfall tomorrow morning. So you can actually see some brighter tones sneaking into the picture here. That's some of that heavier rainfall. It actually starts to linger still even through 8 a.m. tomorrow. So if you have any early morning plans, prepare yourself for the rain gear also. This starts to linger out of the picture here by about the afternoon. I want to tell you here, you can also see in that upper right-hand corner of your screen, the wind gust. Now, these are for the airport here. That's a little bit farther inland. I want to tell you that a little bit farther to the north and east, once again, those are going to be the zones that are going to potentially see those gusts from about 50 to 60 plus miles per hour. And that is going to happen the entire day, really through the brunt of the afternoon, early evening. And I mentioned that cooler air sneaking into the picture. That will drop some flurry chances for us as we head late in the day. But the silver lining into the forecast here as things clear out, and that really takes shape for that Browns game. No worries there when it comes to that Union Home Mortgage forecast. By Sunday, we start to even creep back up through the extended forecast once again. By Thursday, we see some other rain chances in the picture, but 60s once again, Betsy.
Yeah, that Union Home Mortgage forecast, it's definitely got a lot of bumps in it. It's kind of like the side streets here in Cleveland come spring. Gets a little crazy.
Like a roller coaster.
Oy. All right, thanks, Peyton. We'll check in with you again coming up in just a little bit. We have a spoiler alert for everybody ahead in Pop Break this evening. We're going to tell you about the event in episode 1 of Sex and the City's reboot. Had a major impact on one company's stock.
Yeah, this is such a bizarre story. It really is. Also, Betsy finds great joy in my misery. Wow. She really does, folks. And I'll prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt ahead in our Worth the Watch. Just look at that face.
Looking for a place to watch the game? Head to the Hooli. Find out why we've been voted #1 sports bar in Northeast Ohio for 9 years running. Whether it's the state-of-the-art TV and sound system, ice-cold beer, or world-famous Hooli hunks, we've got all your game day needs covered at the Hooli.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Philips recalled millions of CPAP, BiPAP, and mechanical ventilators which are causing cancer. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer, respiratory, or organ damage after using Philips CPAP or BiPAP machines, call Elk & Elk at 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Step up to GMC with 0% financing on these GMC models. We are professional grade GMC.
I make every day a grand day with my GrandPad. My GrandPad is so unique, and it's ready to go from the get-go. Kind of like me. Life just never gets boring or lonely with my GrandPad. And if I have a question, Sally's right here to help, 24/7. At night, I love being outside, listening to some smooth jazz. The GrandPad makes every day a grand day.
Ignite something. Ignite excitement. Ignite curiosity, adventure, and small moments of beauty. Only the perfect cut unleashes a diamond's power to ignite. Hearts on Fire. Available at Peter & Company Jewelers, your premier destination for Hearts on Fire.
The fall sports forecast is sponsored by Hooli House.
Okay, that music means it's time for your daily pop break. There was a big bombshell revealed in last night's Sex and the City reboot. Wow.
Exciting stuff. And Paramount Plus is launching a new series based off of a very popular video game. And Kanye and Drake teamed up for a good cause. Our Kiara Cotton has all the details.
And when it all falls down, Kanye can now make Drake's Hotline bling again. The two hip-hop superstars squashed their beef last night in LA with a free Larry Hoover benefit concert. In front of 70,000 people, the two performed their hit songs, both old and new, and hugged each other, showing a true sign of reconciliation. The show marked the first time Kanye and Drake have shared the same stage since 2016. And fans of the popular video game Halo now have the first look at the series adaptation. Paramount Plus released the first trailer for the show that is set in the 26th century when humanity is locked in a battle with an alien entity called the Covenant. The minute-long trailer showcases some sweeping visuals and offers few glimpses of the conflict at the heart of the series. Halo the series is set to premiere in 2022. And the highly anticipated Sex and the City reboot, and just like that, premiered yesterday. And now it's time, if you haven't seen it, to mute your TV and cover your eyes. I'll give you a second. Okay, Now that it's a safe space, Peloton is speaking out after in episode 1, despite Carrie's wedded bliss, tragedy strikes as she walks in on Mr. Big, who has collapsed on the floor after suffering a heart attack. He did so after riding his Peloton bike. The exercise equipment company released a statement to the LA Times defending its brand and pointing to Mr. Big's lifestyle and medical history as the cause for the heart attack. These lifestyle choices and perhaps even his family history, which is often a significant factor, were the likely cause of his death. Riding his Peloton bike may have even helped delay his cardiac event. Surely, a weekly cigar and big steaks isn't the recipe for perfect health, but that's what it takes to be all in, baby. Kiera Cotton, 3 News.
All right, we are talking about a fictional death here. They made it sound like, well, he died because of his lifestyle. He's an actor playing a role.
The fictional character.
Yeah, so there's that. But this is fascinating because according to CNBC, the company hit a 52-week low in trading today at $38.20. Yesterday, shares closed down over 11%, and checking today, the stock is trading at 5% lower today than yesterday. So one event in a fictional television series forces a company to lose millions of dollars, 16% of its value over 48 hours. Wow.
It's entertainment, everybody.
Yeah, it's not real.
What is real? I love this. Okay, early in the week, Jay and I were talking back and forth, and he said one of his gigantic pet peeves is when pictures are crooked or anything is crooked, and he'll even at other people's homes fix their pictures while he's visiting other people's homes, whether friends or family. So we're having a little 5 o'clock show get together at my house this weekend. And so, you know, me being me, I had to kind of spice it up a little bit.
Get the house ready.
Gotta fight for your right to
Okay.
for your right.
The super evil left eyebrow raise right there proves the point that I've been making on this program now for the better part of a year. You, for whatever reason, really enjoy my misery.
You know why? Because it's so easy. That's why. It's just so
I've learned a valuable lesson in all of this.
Yeah.
I will never again tell you my pet peeve.
Oh, right. You just let it fly. So you
I
don't
know.
even, you can't
I
even
have no
help
filters.
it. He told one of our producers I'm like his little sister.
She is. Yeah.
It's perfect. So, yeah. We'll let you know how it goes down tomorrow at the
I
soiree
tell you,
at our house.
I'm going to be on my best behavior tomorrow at your place.
Yeah, I'm expecting
I
a
promise.
level.
I won't wreck any pictures or anything. Still to come in the second half hour of What's New. The Browns have a huge game Sunday. This is a big one when they host the Baltimore Ravens at First Energy. I'm going to run down my list of 3 things they must do to win, and then Nick Camino's going to come and pick fault with my list.
And just so everybody knows, the weather looks fine for the game.
Good. No
Plus,
winds, right?
Are cats psycho?
Yes.
Have you ever asked yourself this? That is a legit question, and there's been a recent study done to find out. We're going to share those results ahead in Clicking in Cleveland.
And Kiera Cotton is in Hudson to show off some beautiful Christmas lights there. We're going to go there live when What's New comes right back. Stay with us.
Wow.
Morning. It's 6 a.m. here on 109.3.
Thanks.
And we're going to keep the music going with another
Good night.
one from
Night.
Enjoy any size hot coffee for just 99 cents. Only in the app.
Sometimes insurance companies fight dirty and take steps to try and deny your claim after a crash. At K&R, our lawyers don't let them get away with it. And when we fight to win. Hurt in a car? Call K&R.
Get a warranty forever for good for life. Come join the Vandiver Bunch. Buy smart, leave happy.
Chevy is taking people lots of places this holiday.
We're going sledding. We're going to find the perfect tree. We're going to Nana.
Let your Chevy dealer take you there with Chevy Red Tags, where the price you see is the price you pay.
Happy holidays from Chevy.
Find new places, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers may also be eligible to get 0% financing on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, you may qualify for $500 bonus cash when you find your red tag. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Help make a child's wish come true and get a chance to win this beautiful $600,000 custom home. Now open for tours in North Royalton. Tickets are $100 each, and the winner will be announced on New Year's Eve. Don't wait. Get your tickets now at hbahomefortheholidays.org.
When your psoriasis is bad, it can be hard to see what's possible. But with Taltz, the possibilities become clear. Taltz is proven to give you a chance at 100% clear skin. With Taltz, up to 90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. Some even saw 100% clear skin. Taltz can also reduce joint pain and stiffness for patients with psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. Increased risk of infections and lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about infections, symptoms, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop, worsen, or if you had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Ask your doctor about Taltz.
Show Us Your Lights is sponsored by Tower City Center. Light up your family's holiday season by doing your shopping in historic Tower City Center. Holiday shopping, events, and more at towercitycenter.com.
Morning. It's 6 a.m. here on 109.3.
Thanks.
And we're going to keep the music going with another
Good night.
one from
Night. Enjoy any size hot coffee for just 99 cents. Only in the app.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New.
Let's get you caught up on 3 things you need to know now at 5:30. Lorain police arrested a 13-year-old in connection to a toddler's death. It happened yesterday at an apartment on the 1600 block of East 30th Street. A 23-month-old was taken to the hospital where he died. Police say the teenager was a neighbor and he's being held on a murder charge. No other details have been released.
Well, today the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that a lawsuit filed by abortion providers challenging the new law restricting abortions in Texas can move forward. However, the justices will allow the law to remain in place while that case is being argued. The court said a second lawsuit, this one filed by the Department of Justice, could not move forward. The law in question restricts abortions in the state of Texas after a heartbeat is detected, usually around the 6th week of pregnancy. That is oftentimes before many women know they are pregnant.
And funeral services were held at the National Cathedral for former Senator Bob Dole today. President and Jill Biden, Vice President Harris, former President Bill Clinton, and leaders from both houses of Congress joined Bob Dole's wife Elizabeth, his daughter Robin, and the rest of his family to say goodbye to an American icon. The Kansas native overcame serious battlefield wounds during World War II to rise to the top of the political world. He was twice named to the Republican presidential ticket and earned his place among the leaders of our country. Bob Dole died Sunday at the age of 98. And with that, we welcome you back now to our Friday edition of What's New. I'm Betsy Kling alongside Jay Crawford.
We don't normally do this, but I ran into a woman today. Her name's Teresa. She works at Around the Corner Pub and Saloon in Lakewood.
Love that place.
Bets, you know this. Every once in a while you run into someone who watches the show regularly and they love the show and they tell you that they love the show. Teresa's a huge fan.
Wow.
I'm telling, she is a big fan. I told her we're going to shout you out today on the show, and she got so excited I thought we were going to have to call 911 for a second.
Well, don't do that. But yeah, thanks, Teresa, and hopefully
keep watching, Teresa.
Everybody on our 3 What's New Facebook page. We've got a whole conversation going in there. A lot of it centers around me torturing Jay.
Yeah, it's hilarious stuff. Hilarious stuff. You know, the only thing missing in that video from you are the little devil horns.
Oh, they're kind of.
I saw them. I swear they were there. All right, we begin at 5:30 with our top talker. It has to be based around the Cleveland Browns, doesn't it? I mean, they've got a big one Sunday. They host the Ravens coming up at First Energy. And you've heard Nick and I say all year, there's really the only thing that's a must-win situation is if you're going to be eliminated if you lose or it's a playoff game. And we're not quite there, but this is as close as they've been all year to a must-win. They're 6-6. They are 2 games behind the 8-4 Ravens. A win, and they're right back in this thing. They're a game behind first place in the AFC North. So, with that in mind, I'm going to give you the 3 things that the Browns absolutely have to do Sunday if they want to come away with the win. Number 1, they had better find a way to run the football. That is the backbone of this football team. And in that 16-10 loss 2 weeks ago in Baltimore, the Browns ran it just 17 times for 40 yards, and then they just gave up on the run altogether. They were never more than 1 score down that entire game. I couldn't believe they gave up as early as they did, but Baltimore was stuffing it, and we had no answer for it. I hope they figured one out in the last 2 weeks. Number 2, they have to continue to confuse Baltimore quarterback Lamar Jackson with different looks. The Browns forced Jackson into 4 interceptions in that game 2 weeks ago, but they only managed 3 points out of all 4 turnovers. So they've got to play complementary football. The offense has to take advantage of what the defense gives them. And thirdly, and you'll never hear me mention this ever again as one of the 3 things the team must do to win, but you will this week, they've got to have a big effort from their punter. And their new punter is this guy, Dustin Colquitt. And I say they're going to need a big effort from him because this is going to be another low-scoring defensive struggle. Field position is going to be key in this game. Jamie Gillen is out with COVID. Colquitt brings 17 years of experience to the Browns. He's played for the Chiefs for 15 years. He's a Pro Bowl kicker. He spent some time kicking last year for Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. He was with the Falcons this year for 6 games before they released him. So the Browns have picked him up. And Bets, I know it seems odd. You don't really talk about the punter before a game, but we're going to need the top effort out of him.
Well, you know, there's punters and then there's kickers, and we had so many problems with kickers over the years.
Yes. Oh, did we?
Yes. In the post-Phil Dawson days.
Yes.
Oh, Phil Dawson.
Yeah, we miss Phil.
Can he come back?
I know, right? And the punting, there's actually, you know, a lot of skill that's involved in that, too. A lot of people think you just go out and whack the ball down the field. But
tremendous skill.
There's a little strategy.
Yeah.
I did not bring my popcorn today. I'm so sad.
That's okay.
Well, I did. Let me tell you.
Nick Camino joins us now.
Okay.
So, Nick, where did he mess
I did
up?
a little bit of homework on this. Okay, so number 1, Jay Crawford, I think you're spot on. Run the ball. Sure. Right? You got to be able to run the football. The Patriots ran the ball 3 times on Monday Night Football, and they still managed to win the football game.
Right.
So all good there. You run the ball.
Yep.
Number 2, Lamar Jackson. Have to find a way to contain this guy, right? I mean, they did it in their last game, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
Get them into 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and long. That's when their offense is most vulnerable. You're spot on there.
Yeah.
The punting thing, I knew it. I knew it. He sounds like Jim Tressel, where Jim Tressel used to say the most important play in football is the punt, okay? That is the most, okay, first of all, Myles
Jim was
Garrett,
a pretty good coach.
Well, okay, but hold on. Myles Garrett came out today and said that the team is lacking focus. He doesn't know if they're ready for Sunday's game.
Ooh.
The head coach is taking the blame after every loss, right? Oh, I got to be better. I got to be better. The quarterback looks nothing like a franchise quarterback, right?
No, he doesn't.
And Jay Crawford says, we have to punt the football today.
No, I didn't say we have to punt.
We got to be able to punt the ball.
I said when
you said that was one of your
punt,
keys was
which
punting.
we will punt a lot. We better do it well. It's called flipping the field. You know the importance of that, Nick Camino.
Jim Tressel, I get it. But I mean, there are so many. Yes, I do. There are so many other issues going on with this team. Number 1, Myles Garrett saying, off of a bye week, I don't know if we're ready yet. We're kind of lacking a little bit of focus. Yeah. What? What are we talking about?
Yeah,
I, mean,
I don't know.
Look, sorry, Betsy.
At this point in the season, if you're not focused, that's an issue.
Right?
Yeah.
And the quarterback, I mean, what is he doing? And we're worried about the punting.
You know, in the olden days,
kick the ball.
In the olden days, all we did was punt.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
So we did have good punters. They had a lot of practice. So
that's an indictment on where we're going with this season right now.
I can't wait to talk to you Monday.
Oh,
if they win and Colquitt has a huge game and they field position ends up being
I'm bringing
key,
popcorn for them for sure.
You're in trouble, buddy.
All right, thank you so much.
You got it.
We'll see you Monday.
All right.
Coming up for us next, a big name is coming to Blossom. We're going to share who and when you can get tickets.
He threw his cards back.
He threw his cards.
Like he's just had enough of this nonsense.
Man.
Then we're live in Hudson. We're going to check out this beautiful light display.
Wow.
We gave you a glimpse of this earlier in the week, and we thought, you know what, this is so great. I think it warrants a live television shot.
Well, just 30 minutes ago, Peyton nailed it when she said, tie down those holiday decorations, because y'all, we got some wind coming tomorrow.
We really do. It's going to be pretty powerful as we head through the day tomorrow. I'm going to give you the dub, though, for Sunday. Tomorrow's forecast, though, it's going to be a doozy. Right now, things still pretty mild out and about, but as I mentioned, things really shift gears come tomorrow. We're going to break all that down coming up in just a few.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
As we all come together this holiday season, let's not forget to give thanks to those other family members, the ones who give us comfort, are always up for a walk, playtime, snuggling. 3 News loves pets and helping find their forever homes, giving their humans useful information and showcasing all our animal friends. And coming soon, we kick into Ready Pet Go mode, furthering our commitment to help our best friends live their tail-waggingest, purringest, happiest lives.
This holiday season, visit Breezewood Gardens and Gifts at Chagrin Falls, where we have something for everyone in the family. Choose from apparel, many popular collectibles like Nora Fleming and Mark Roberts, everyday giftware, ornaments of every shape and size, handmade bows, even shoes from Hey Dude, and handmade candy canes from Hammond's. Plus real and artificial trees, wreaths, garlands, floral arrangements, and so much more. Breezewood Gardens and Gifts. Go online or come visit us today.
It's dinner time down on the farm.
Try Bob Evans' hand-breaded honey butter chicken dinner. Smothered in creamy butter and pure clover honey. Perfect for one or a family meal to go.
Designed in collaboration with a Navy Mariner, the world's first day-date GMT timepiece. Now with a ceramic bezel. Patented quick-set buttons adjust the GMT hand when tracking 3 time zones. Micro gas lights navigate the darkest nights, alongside a tough new buckle for the roughest seas. The Roadmaster Marine GMT.
This holiday season, give the gift of time. Ball watch, available at Peter & Company Jewelers in Avon Lake.
Right now, we have a ton of products in stock that you can either pick it up the same day or we can deliver it right away. We sell high-end bedroom sets, we sell living room sets, we sell mattresses, kitchen cabinets, and we also have a great line of hot tubs. The fact that we have all of these products under one roof also allows us to keep the prices down. We've never had more inventory than we have now. What that means to you, the pricing is great, the selection is amazing. Best part is you can get it right away.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad.
Save up to $42.62 on select models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
So I always love to watch Jay's face when the weather forecast is given. Some days he's not as excited as others, but when we showed a 20-degree temperature drop in 2 hours tomorrow afternoon, his face lit up and it was like, it was like he just seen a ghost or something. So Peyton, take us through the day tomorrow, because things are definitely going to be a little topsy-turvy.
Things are going to switch up just here within the next 24 hours. But I know Jay was also very concerned about the Browns game. There is no concern when it comes to weather for Sunday. The big concern is really tomorrow.
Now he's got...
Yeah. Yes, he's smiling ear to ear. We've got to talk about some wind alerts. That's going to be the thing tomorrow. It's not only going to be a rain event, but wind is really going to be the huge deal tomorrow. So regardless if you're placed under one of these alerts over the other, regardless, it is going to be windy for everyone tomorrow. We've got a wind advisory for the entire area except 2 spots here. That includes Lake and then Lakeshore, Ashtabula County. We could see wind gusts here ranging from about 50 to 60 miles per hour. And you're probably saying, Peyton, okay, cool, but why are we going to see those alerts in place? It's really because of this big system here. It's a real powerhouse kind of system too. You can already see this rain marching into the Chicagoland area, stretching through the state of Indiana right now. This is what's making its way a little bit closer to us and what will really impact us early tomorrow morning. Now off slightly to the north and west, you can see that big swath of snowfall. That is where the cooler air is going to stay. So you can kind of get an idea of our temperature spread right now. We're actually on the warmer side of this storm. That's why things are pretty seasonable today, even mild as we've kind of headed through the second half of the day here. But tomorrow, the bigger change is on the way. And as you already heard Betsy mention, there's a 20-degree difference between tomorrow morning and then tomorrow night here. So if you step out early tomorrow morning, rain gear, a necessity, but those winds are going to be howling as that cold front sweeps on through. That will drop those temperatures. Cloud cover stays consistent. And then on the back end of this, we could see some flurries here flying. So let's time that out in your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Just as we head through tonight, a few sprinkles, an isolated shower at best. And you're going to notice temperatures on that upward trend. By early tomorrow morning, we're already in the low 60s. And then we start to see some of those brighter tones on your screen. Some heavier rainfall in the mix for us tomorrow. Some of us seeing more than others, but the wind's going to be consistent everywhere, regardless of proximity to the lake or not. And then tomorrow night, things start to kind of dry on out here. But on the backside, with it being so cold, we'll see some of those flurries flying and those temperatures back in the 30s. Once again, some of those zones through that primary snow belt area are going to see the gustiest of conditions, but things clear out for Sunday. That That's all pictured here in that Union Home Mortgage forecast. We do see another upward trend, though, as we head through next week. A little bit more in the way of rain chances, too. But once again, kind of a two seasons kind of weekend here in the books for us. Jay?
All right, Peyton, thank you very much. Well, you may remember earlier in the week, we showed you a gorgeous holiday lights display. It was in Hudson. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and today our Kiara Cotton doing double duty. She's live there now to get a closer look at the magic that is happening. Kiara, how lucky are you that you get to go out and do a Christmas live shot and it's 50 whatever degrees outside?
Hey, Jay and Betsy, happy festive Friday. I'm so glad that they let me break out of the studio today. And I'm so excited to be here. I'm in Hudson on Abbyshire Drive checking out this amazing holiday lights display. And I'm here to talk to the man behind the magic. He joins me now. Ted, come on in and join me. How are you doing today?
Great, how are you?
Fantastic. So tell me a little bit about your inspiration for this holiday display.
Yeah, so, I mean, everyone knows Christmas, right? And Christmas is about Jesus. So I always start with Christmas and start with Jesus, and we start with the manger scene in the front of our light show. And that's what starts it out. And then after that, you know, my dad always lit Christmas lights when we were kids, and it was always really fun with him and looking at the house lit up. So as I've had kids, I was really interested in doing lights, so I've been putting lights up since my kids were little each year.
That's amazing. So then tell me a little bit about what we're seeing here. All of these lights are synced together to music, is that correct?
Yeah, they're synced to music. There's a hub that syncs to the internet and syncs to the Wi-Fi, and it syncs throughout. And then I also had to open a box, rewire it, and I actually put an FM transmitter, so to drive by, I have it to 97.1, and you can drive by, stop, and listen to the music on the street.
That's absolutely amazing. I'm sure for the people at home, they're saying that is really, really complicated. But tell me a little bit more about why you do this.
Like I said, you know, I just love having the season. It's brings joy to me, brings joy to the neighbors, I think, a lot of people. So I definitely enjoy doing that. But also, you know, a couple years ago, I moved to this new house, but for a long time I lived in another neighborhood in Hudson, and we had a tradition in that neighborhood where we rented a lift, and you can see I have lights really high in the house, and we want to do it safe, so we rented a nice tall lift to get to the tall things in our house, Christmas trees and that. And so after we lit the lights, what we would do is we'd always have a party every year. So we would stop, light our lights, and have a party. And so my friends on Silverberry, a little shout out to you guys, miss you guys, but and they've kept me in the party every year. So love you guys and miss you guys.
Fantastic. So guys, again, we're out here in Hudson on Abbyshire Drive, and we're wrapping it up right in front of the Joy sign, and that's what this is all about. The lights are going to stay up throughout the year and into the new year, so be sure to come by and check it out. Jay and Betsy, I'm enjoying this beautiful weather and this amazing light display, so I'll send it back to you guys.
It is pretty fascinating.
Hopefully he has everything tied down. He'll need it for tomorrow. You know, last week we were at Fairview Park, this week in Hudson. We need some of our southern folks to help us out. Yeah, he does have them tied down. Look at that. Well played. Nice.
I don't want to see any 12-foot Frosty the Snowman being blown down the street from this high winds.
Yeah, tomorrow night it's going to be really interesting to see whose lights will survive. Maybe we can do it like it's like the Christmas light throwdown.
The Christmas light high wind challenge.
Exactly.
All right, that was cool. Very nice. Synced up to the music. I want to know where you get that synchronometer machine or whatever.
Synchronometer machine.
I just made that up.
No, you
not
did not. I thought for sure you knew what you were talking about.
So, are cats psycho, Bets? In your view?
Know. I don't have a cat, so I'm not sure.
I have one, and I vote yes.
Okay.
Well, a recent study was done, and we're going to get the results coming up.
And when a youngster who is very much in need wants not to receive but to give, it turns into an incredible story of selflessness, and we have that ahead in our Worth the Watch.
Show Us Something Good is brought to you by Union Home Mortgage. Union Home Mortgage, promises kept.
At Friedman, Damiano & Smith, we're often asked, how much is it going to cost to hire you as my lawyer? The answer is simple, nothing. There is no charge to hire us as your lawyer. There are no hourly fees, and no charge as we work on your case. You can talk to your lawyer at any time, for free. We only get paid after you receive your settlement. Call us for your free consultation.
Friedman, Damiano & Smith, fighting for you.
Wherever your journey takes you this winter, get away with our best deals of the season. Right now, get huge savings on the entire lineup of award-winning Hyundai vehicles at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving just in time for the holidays, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai.
Now choose 0% APR financing or sign and drive on our most popular models. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Right now at Power Home Solar, qualified homeowners can get the benefits of solar energy starting at less than $200 a month. Call 1-800-POWER90 today and get the first 12 months on us. Power Home Solar, it's time to own your power.
Welcome home to Home Appliance Sales and Service. Our stunning showrooms will bring your creative visions to life. We invite you to walk through our collaborative spaces. These amazing displays will help envision your dream kitchen, indoor and out. Our team handles everything for you, from sales to service. It's our promise. Stop by our showroom in Brunswick, Lodi, and our new design center in Avon, or shop online at yourhomeappliance.com. Welcome home.
Research shows that this is responsible for 50% of your risk for alcohol addiction. Cameron.
Making bad choices.
That's not it, Cameron.
Lack of self-control.
We're looking at the same words, right?
Hanging out with the wrong people, Jeff.
We're gonna end it there. All your answers were stigmas, so you did not beat the stigma.
Ohio, challenge what you know about addiction.
Jason Waller here, Power Home Solar. Does it feel like your electric company is holding you hostage? Free yourself from the impact of rising electric bills by tapping into the power of the sun. We're making the cost of going solar more affordable than ever. Power Home Solar, it's time to own your power.
Stephanie's here with Clicking in Cleveland. She's not starting with the Psycho Cat study. She's going to tease us and make us wait till the end. But I can't wait to hear what she has to say about our cat Psycho.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get right to that in just a moment. There's a lot of Psycho Cat talk to talk about. But first, we do have another award-winning country music star that is coming to town with a show next year. Mark your calendar to see Tim McGraw this spring. He's only making 17 stops, and one of those will be to perform at Blossom Music Center. That's happening on Thursday, May 19th. You can grab those tickets when they go on sale next Friday, December 17th at 10 a.m. And we continue our tour of dazzling holiday lights in Northeast Ohio. Check out this display in Grafton. This is in Lorain County by the Lenz family. It has about 50,000 lights and more than 30 inflatables. Look at all that stuff. You can see different little mini displays across the yard. Pretty soon you'll see their light up Happy Birthday Jesus sign. That's about to come into view. They have 9 life-size wooden reindeer with a sleigh, a river, and a pond made up of over 15,000 lights right there. Now this spans across 3 of the family's 5 acres. It's on Indian Hollow Road between Parsons Road and Butternut Ridge. These lights are on until 11 p.m. every night, so feel free to drive by and take it all in. And here is that controversial topic. Are you pro or anti-cat? Now, before we go on here, I do need you to know I have a cat, but whatever you fall in this, new research does suggest that our feline friends may be verifiable psychopaths. You are looking at the cats of our What's New Facebook group friends here, and research published in the December issue of the Journal of Research and Personality suggests that if your cat makes loud noises for no reason, runs around the house for no reason, that's my cat Madonna, and doesn't act guilty after misbehaving, then yes, that cat falls into a psychopathic category. I really feel like this is a Cosmo quiz, one of those, have you said yes to all of these things? You can, by the way, also actually take a test for real to see if your cat is a psychopath. We do have that linked on WKYC.com. Here's what I love about this. Our What's New viewers weighing in on this, sharing their photos. Cat owners know. They agree. Yes, our cats are psychos.
But we love them anyhow.
That's one of the great things about cats, right?
Yeah, I mean, they are, but I'm really glad to hear that my lifelong theory has been now proven, because they are just a little off. That's it.
I kind of had a feeling Jay would agree with the
yeah,
psycho.
I totally am in on the cats are psychopathic. Just to hear you say it, though, it's official. Cats are psychopathic. Okay, thank you. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Yes.
Next on What's New, an incredible story of a youngster very much in need who wants nothing but to help others. It's a great story. It's our Show Us Something Good.
We're USA Insulation, and our premium injection foam turns your cold and drafty house into a warm and toasty home. Call now and save $500 on whole home insulation.
USA Insulation.
Arby's, 2
for $7. Every day, 2 beefs, 2 cheddars, together. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Ebenezer. Ebenezer. Really? First, you will see the past.
Excuse me.
And then the present. And finally, Ebenezer, the future.
Introducing the all-electric EQS. Happy holidays from Mercedes-Benz.
The holidays are on their way. Gift buying to traveling and other expenses, you may find yourself experiencing high holiday debt. Cover holiday expenses with your home's equity. Union Home Mortgage can help you refinance your home, potentially lower monthly payments, and cash out your home's equity. Consolidate holiday bills, fund a winter home makeover, and more when you turn your home's equity into cash. Get started today with a free quote at UHM.com.
Union Home Mortgage. Promises kept.
Union Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 2229.
Merry Christmas from Magic 105.7, playing holiday music now through Christmas Day.
Look for the Cleveland Clinic Akron General Mobile Newsroom rolling through the streets of Akron, Canton, and surrounding cities to bring you all the area's news. Stories you'll only see on 3. Cleveland Clinic Akron General is here for every care in the world.
When you spend all year serving others, when you lead by example, you don't just land on the nice list, you get rewarded by becoming the top brand in new vehicle quality in the automotive industry. Celebrate all the good you've done this year with a lineup of Ram trucks built to serve.
Shop and buy online with Ram eShop, where right now, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
We're USA Insulation, and our premium injection foam turns your cold and drafty house into a warm and toasty home. Call now and save $500 on whole home insulation.
USA Insulation.
Well, today's show is something good comes from Jackson, Mississippi. 13-year-old Abraham Allegreghi was diagnosed with aplastic anemia, which can be deadly.
Make-A-Wish gave him the opportunity to go to Disney, get a PlayStation, or a 21-speed bike. But instead, he decided to use his wish to help those in need.
Instead, you decided to what?
Feed the homeless.
Why?
You know, like a PlayStation would be nice, but to me, I just feel like it wouldn't do the justice, like all the pain and stuff I went through. So I just felt like it would have been right to just feed the homeless and just to give back.
We need so many more people like him. He told NBC's Kerry Sanders that he and his family have been feeding the homeless for several years and that this Make-A-Wish donation will allow him to plate 700 meals over the next 8 months. And thanks to a bone marrow transplant, Abraham is on his way to a full recovery.
Right, that's the best part of the story.
He got a bone marrow transplant,
yeah.
but hopefully he can share that heart with everybody because what a great kid.
Yeah, a great kid with just setting a wonderful example
for
you know
all of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Adults
we can all
included.
learn from that. What a selfless act. Well, we hope you had a great weekend. You have an enjoyable weekend. We will, as I straighten all the pictures at Betsy's house tomorrow.
I'll post pictures on my Instagram feed at Betsy Kling. Follow me. I'll try to remember as we're tipping it back tomorrow too. Just a little.
In the meantime, we'll be back at 5, and you have an invitation to join us then.
What matters most with Russ starts right now.
Now at 6, a spike in school threats.
9 out of 10 threats may turn out not to be credible. No school administrator wants to be treated as number 10.
And tonight, one student is under arrest. We'll hear from a school safety expert on what's behind the rise and what's the best way to react. Also, theft in the Cleveland Metroparks. We'll explain what was stolen from its CEO that's generating controversy tonight. Principal resignation. New details out of Akron from the LeBron James I Promise School. Remembering Bob Dole. Laughter and tears fill the National Cathedral as friends, family, and colleagues say goodbye.